My name is Ann Jackson, and I'm an RN at Stanford and Packard Children's Hospital. I've been a Redwood City resident for 25 years, and I've worked at Stanford and Packard for 40 years next month. We're here to talk about basically the fact that we would like you to ask our hospital to go back to the table to talk to our nurses about finalizing a contract for us. We have been in contract negotiations now, have not been negotiating now for several months, and are asking local governments to please ask our hospital to go back to the table and talk to our nurses so that we can get a contract that we can live with. Wages are not the huge issue. It has to do with nursing practice issues that we're mostly interested in. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eileen Grove. I've been a nurse at Lucille Packard Children's Hospital for 4 years. I used to work in the neonatal ICU unit, and I now work in the pediatric oncology unit. We're here to talk to you guys, to encourage you to write letters, email Christas to encourage them to come back to the table. They haven't negotiated since March 30th, and the main issue is keeping our nurse status of, not demoting us to a level that it's impossible to maintain, and they're wanting to demote us nurses to an area where we, having us go back to school and get different degrees in order to maintain a staff nurse for. And our role as a nurse is to be at the bedside and help the local community. So we're just encouraging you guys to come to the table, help back us up as us nurses. We're here for you guys, and we'd love to have you, talk to our president and get him to negotiate with us, because we're not moving anywhere, and our contract has kind of stayed still. So we're hoping that having the community come forward and talk would be a great asset to our hospital. So thank you.
Honorable Mayor and City Council members of Redwood City, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Isabel Sanchez. I'm a resident and homeowner here in Redwood City. I'm also a registered nurse at Lucille Packard Children's Hospital with a tenure of more than 26 years. I work in a pediatric cancer perioperative specialty unit. This is my expertise, and I'm passionate about my work. I've worked with children with cancer and their families for more than half my tenure at Lucille Packard Children's. My purpose here tonight is to seek help and support from the public and from you, members of the City Council, regarding our current nurses' expired contract with Stanford Med Center and Packard Hospital. Grant you, I'm not here to comment hospitals' expansion plans. That's entirely a different subject. But you might or may not be aware that 2,700 of us nurses at both hospitals have been working under an expired contract, terminated 4 months ago. We repeatedly have asked the hospital administrators to meet with us on negotiations to resolve this contract issue, and we've been overlooked. They've told us to accept their offers, which is usually the first, only, and last offer. 90% of us, 2,700 nurses, have declined to some of the unclear proposals. Grant you, we're not asking for wage increases, but we're requesting to have what we currently have not be taken away from us. For example, the decrease of our paid time off, which is both a combination of sick and vacation time. We have already agreed on some of their proposals, but there are other minor contractual issues that can be easily negotiated fairly and resolved once we get the hospital administrators to return to the bargaining table and talk with us so that we can come up with resolution. We as nurses are highly concerned about the stalemate of this contract and what it has done to the morale of our nurse colleagues. We have nurses that are actually leaving because of this, and we're worried about this dispute, that how it affects the quality of our patient care that we deliver. For this reasons, we are here tonight to ask you, our elected officials and public, individually and collectively, to urge hospital administrators to go back to the bargaining table, talk, and negotiate with us in good faith so that we can resolve this contract issue. Once this is accomplished, we can therefore focus on what we would rather be doing and what we do best, and that is take care of our patients and our families. Thank you for your time and attention.